Hello there, and welcome to Nintendo Club Podcast Level 50. Yes, we have reached level 50. I'm not sure what that is in game terms, but that's a lot of levels.
Almost a year this podcast has been going on. So.
That's true.
Is that all?
Yeah, about a year. 52 weeks in a year, right?
Yeah.
We haven't missed a week, to my knowledge. So, yeah, it feels longer, right? I don't know.
It does, yeah.
It feels longer.
I don't know, I kind of joined in about halfway, so not.
Yes.
We're old.
We are old.
Yeah.
So we have both John and Aaron here. A year later, I'm almost 27 years old. I feel ancient and old and stuff.
Ugh.
So I got like 2 months ago before that happens. You know?
I'm older than you. I don't know how you feel old.
You're old.
27 feels pretty ancient, you know. I'm,
Got our whole
it's
lives.
getting
I bet-
that much
I bet
closer
there's
to
so many
30.
people just screaming at their
Yeah, I mean, that
iPhones
was
right
closer
now
to
because
30,
they're
you
pissed
know.
that we're talking.
Yeah. So, guys, I think the big news of this week is my childhood favorite Putt Putt is now available on Steam for the Mac. And $50 gets you the whole collection, including Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. Are you guys familiar with Putt Putt? Did you guys play Putt Putt as a kid?
I mean,
I've never played Putt-Putt.
I played miniature golf games. I don't
No,
think
this
they
is
were
not a
called.
golf game at all. This has nothing to do with golf.
Oh, why is it called Putt Putt?
The character you play is called Putt Putt.
Oh, okay.
And he has a cute dog, and he goes on adventures, like going to the moon. And if childhood memories serve me correctly, these were amazing games.
I'm going to have to Google this
that
right now.
I really am excited to pick up on a Steam
Putt.
sale.
Putt.
And maybe the first games I buy on Steam ever, because
What?
really-
I buy Steam games all
I don't
the
have
time.
I have a MacBook Air. It's not really a gaming PC.
This car looks like he's on drugs.
Which is probably why I liked it. You know, I love
This
cars
is for
on
like
drugs.
toddlers, man.
It was so much fun back in the day, though. I am not alone in this affirmation. If any of our listeners have
This
strong
is on
affinities
Steam? This looks like it's for
Putt-Putt,
toddlers.
This is amazing. This is a childhood favorite of mine,
How
along with
much is it?
Microsoft Bob. I love Microsoft Bob back in the day. So this is from the '90s when I loved that. So
You know what I love? I love the bear that had the shapes and everything. You remember?
I
you
did
know?
not know of
Hold on,
such
I'm gonna-
bear.
Look this up.
So yeah, if any of our listeners are fans of Putt Putt, please let me know because I'd be interested to find out.
What's probably more exciting is you can get SimCity 4 on the Mac App Store for $20.
That's
which is
like the
pretty
good version before they went all bad, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. $20 is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Still looks good.
Yeah.
So speaking of things that we liked when we were kids, I was just thinking of
Nice
something.
segue.
It is called like Mega Man Launcher is what it is, and you should all get it for your Mac. It's awesome. It's this app. If you open it up, whenever you launch like anything on your computer, it'll come up like a Mega Man like a level. You know, when you go into like a Mega Man level and it has like Cut Man, it's like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun,
It seems like I would
dun-dun-dun-dun.
have so much bogging down my computer because I have stuff launching all the time and getting crazy.
Oh, it's fun.
What's this
Go
called?
try it.
Yeah, then I have that installed.
It's
at work
called
and,
Mega Man Launcher.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just like an app that
That's
while
cool.
it's running, it'll come up like you're playing Mega Man every time you launch an app. Feel like you're about to go up and fight like
I'm about to watch a video.
Keynote
on
or
YouTube
something.
of this.
It's kind of cool.
Let's see how cool this is. He's launching.
So-
he's launching
So I don't
Mike
have
out.
any childhood affinities.
Oh
with Mega
man, this is freaking sweet!
I told you, it's awesome.
Man. John, you should just install this on every computer you've access to.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So
I used to go in to stores and I would install this on computers so that way someone's like, oh, I'm thinking about getting a Mac. Let me try out Pages, and it would pop up. Dun-dun-dun.
dude, I'm
See,
sending
I would
this
just
to, like,
load up
everyone I
my
know.
website on all these computers and stuff.
Ooh,
That's-
the same company also makes a Pokemon.
Ooh, see that I'd care more about.
Pokedex app, it looks like.
Pokedex launcher?
I don't think it's a launcher, but
Okay. Before we get into the heart of the show, the other really exciting thing that was announced this week is Steel Diver SubWars 2.0, guys. We're hitting 2.0.
So now,
Exciting
what are you going to
stuff.
do? Are you going to have to quit your job so that
This is
you
exciting
have
stuff.
enough time to play?
Well, no. I mean, it's just a natural evolution of SubWars, which I'm very excited about. And this has some really cool things. So, it's called version 2.0, and what they're adding to it is some really exciting stuff. So, in Internet Battle mode, you will also earn bonuses for consecutive victories in match skill battles. Additionally, premium version owners will have a larger arsenal of subs they can level up, and more subs will be available for purchase in the online shop. So more subs, very cool. Then even more exciting, this is probably the best part of this. We received a lot of feedback via Miiverse about players attacking their allies and getting pissed off. In version 2.0, players who torpedo their allies will receive a warning message on their screens, and points will be deducted for every hit. We're also planning on adding a new multiplayer stage and to continue to fine-tune the submarine stats, among other things. It should be ready in May, so be on the lookout for SubWars 2.0. I'm excited. This is a evolving and growing game, but it has not been abandoned. This is exciting. So,
I still haven't launched it, so.
Aaron, come on. This is a game. This is my third most played game on my 3DS. It's like 66 hours for me. I love this game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a feeling that like Mario Golf's going to take over for me pretty soon.
Well, it won't take over if you've never launched SubWars. Come on.
No, Mario Golf is going to take over
For
my
me?
list. No, for me.
Oh, okay.
For me.
It's still
Yeah.
pretty high for me. It's like 20, 30 hours for me.
But yeah, SubWars. No, I don't know. I just
Oh,
can't.
it's so great. The contemplative first-person shooter that you're thinking before you fire, and you're just navigating through. It's great. I love it. Love
It just
SubWars.
seems so slow every time I watch a video for it.
It actually felt a little bit faster when I launched it up this week. Like I'm not sure if they made some. I don't know. It feels good. Feels good. Feels great.
Felt faster.
Felt faster. I felt like I was flying through that water. So, very exciting stuff. I mean, those two things alone, Pop Pod and SubWars, could be the whole show, I feel. But there was more that happened this week.
Yes, there was a lot more that
So-
happened this week.
Aaron, what would you like to discuss next here?
Well, there's just so much. Let's go into some of the rumor talk. Do you want to get into that right now? Get all the
Sure.
all of this
I hate
out of the
rumor
way.
talk,
Like
but let's
E3
do it.
rumors?
yeah, the E3 stuff.
It's
Oh,
that time
boy.
of the year.
It is that time of year.
Yeah.
So we heard at the beginning of the week, everyone's talking about. Maybe I should start off with this. There's a rumor that Nintendo acquired a company for $100 million.
That's not
Was that
rumor.
about right?
That's fact. We just don't
Okay.
know who it is.
Yeah, okay. But I guess
Who
you
is that
kind of say
company?
it's a
Who would
rumor
it be?
because we don't know what it is yet.
We
But,
know they bought something for $100 million. That's
Yes.
kind of huge. And Yeah.
Could
I
it
didn't
be
hear this.
related to the quality of life thing? I don't know.
Doubt
Good.
it.
you doubt it?
They've already been talking about that, so for them to just now be acquiring this seems
It could
like...
be another part of the QO
Yeah.
platform. Because
Just
it's,
another
it's
piece.
another piece.
Mm,
Could it? I don't know. Could it be?
I hope it's a game developer.
for 100
Yeah, that'd be
million?
nice.
What kind of developer would be that expensive?
A
good
westernized
one.
developer. Yeah, they need more Western developers that can churn out good games faster for them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like,
Like another retro. They have retro. They should totally buy Rare back. Is what I really want. Them to do. But-
That probably would have made the news if it was rare.
Yeah, it would.
well, yeah.
I feel most developers would have made the news if it was actually. I don't know. I guess not.
I didn't even read this anywhere. Where'd you guys get this?
This was part of the live tweets out of the financial
Oh, was it? Okay.
earnings call.
From Dave Gibbons.
A lot
Yeah.
of a lot of stuff came out of that.
Oh, yes, it did.
He also mentioned that they're not losing any money on Wii U's anymore.
That is
Yeah.
very good. Yes.
But more E3 rumors. So we
Yeah.
heard that they were also going to have some hardware at E3.
So
that
maybe a sequel to this. You know,
Maybe.
hardware.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But yeah, by hardware, it could be something as simple as a Wii Fit U pedometer.
Yeah, but most people were thinking it was going to be a new version of the Wii U, which they said no.
No way.
They're like, it's not happening.
It could be a revision to the 3DS, a
Could
3DS better version.
Didn't they come out and say there's no new hardware coming out? Didn't Iwata
Well,
say
they always
nothing?
say that.
Yeah,
Of course
they always say
that.
I mean, sometimes they mean it.
They said that like a week before the XL came out, didn't they? It's like, we think the XL's coming. No, that's ridiculous. And a week later.
I just feel like it's so much about software right now.
It is.
It is.
Let's see.
But that doesn't mean they won't have some cool accessory or something that comes out.
I mean, what kind of accessories missing? Is there anything really
Well,
that we don't have?
I
I mean, I know a lot of people
could
really
it be?
want a game
I mean, Aaron,
controller
could it be
remade,
this? Could it be NFC figures that have already been announced?
It could be. It's possible. Or it could be a little thumb joystick thing for the 3DS. You never know.
Well, the figures were kind of halfway announced, weren't they?
It was,
like,
yeah.
"They're
We got
here."
the basics
Yeah.
of what it does.
They're like, we could do this thing we talked about 3 years ago. We might.
No, it was announced, and they had release dates and stuff. And we'll get into that when we actually dive into the investor meeting. We'll do that as a whole chunk. But yeah, hardware. I'm thinking accessory of some sort. N64 controller would be exciting with N64
Or
games
could
on
it
virtual
be
console.
something that will make use of this port right here?
That would be wonderful.
Because no one knows what it's
I have
for.
no idea what that does.
Yeah.
It's a just in
love it.
case.
Yeah.
I would love if something came out of that. I don't know.
Like another screen.
I don't know.
Attach it
What-
to
what-
the
what-
wall.
Yeah, how about you attach a third screen?
You
Yeah.
plug in your 3DS to your Wii U gamepad.
So that way we could have like DS virtual console games for the Wii.
Or if you plug your 3DS into that port, you can play your 3DS games.
Yeah,
on the
there
Wii
you
U.
go.
I don't
Plug
know. That'd
in
be
your
silly.
abacus.
That'd be silly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. Also, yeah, well, there was talk of Nintendo releasing a cheaper console for how do you put this? I guess cheaper, not cheaper is not.
They
the
already have
word.
$100 Wii Mini. What do you go? What do you want? You got a
I don't know.
$100
Well,
Wii Mini,
maybe
you
like
got it
a
already.
cheaper Wii U for like, markets that don't have as much money. I guess.
That day, halt. China is getting special hardware. They did say that in the investor meeting.
Mm-hmm.
That
Special
doesn't mean
Wii
it's a
U
Wii U.
hardware?
It could be something. It could be a Wii Mini variation or something weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be something. It could be Wii U non-related. I mean, it could be something bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard Zelda Wii U Spring 2015 is what I heard recently. Not sure if that's accurate
Yeah,
at all.
they came out and said there were showing off a few new Wii U games.
I'm sure. I would hope there'd be more than a few. You know.
There's gotta be. I mean, there's gotta be so many. It's for the third. This is gonna be the third Christmas coming up. The system's been out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of games.
It does.
Oh, one more rumor that's kind of along the lines of a rumor. Target listed Smash Brothers release date of August 29th. So, not official.
For
Yeah.
the 3DS?
Yeah.
I want it in July.
That's too soon, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
I
know.
also heard GameStop is going to have a Mario Kart 8 demo on like the 18th or 19th, and they'll also have. This is the one I didn't believe is they'll have a Smash Brothers thing during E3. That I don't buy that because they would have announced it already.
I thought Best Buy was getting that.
That's what's happening. Yeah. There were some uninformed GameStop employees that I think started spreading that one. It's like, oh yeah,
GameStop
we'll have
employee-
Smash Brothers on Best Buy and on E3 week. Yeah, sure. Come on by. You can pre-order your Smash Brothers games while we don't have the demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very uninformed there.
Yeah. I found out they're selling Disney Magical World for $35 new on a cartridge, and the game is $30 retail. That's the MSRP.
They do that a
Best
lot.
Buy. And they're selling them used for $30. So hey, go to GameStop if you want to buy a used copy for the same price as retail.
So ridiculous.
It's so
Yeah.
weird. And you can buy digital download for $30, which is good. They didn't up that one, but
So while we're on this subject of this terrible store, I go in there to buy the last game that I got new.
it's been about a year since I
remember
not a
what
year,
this
but 6
was.
months since I bought something.
I got an Xbox game. It was I don't even remember what it was. But I went in there, and I picked up this game. It was the last one that they had. And they open up this, like, little plastic sleeve and pull my game out of there and put it into the case that I got off the shelf and sold it to me for the new price. And I was like, what? I was like, isn't this a used one? He's like, oh, this is used. We just pull them out of the cases.
We ran out, yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
This was a display case. We ran out of... Yeah, I had that happen too. It's like, really? Bastards.
yeah.
Why do you guys even go to GameStop?
Well, because
sometimes they're the only option. if
Yeah,
you want
sometimes,
something
yeah.
today.
Like,
You want
I
something
don't...
right away, yeah.
I don't go there anymore, but that was the last time I went there, and it was only because I couldn't find that game anywhere else and I wanted to play it that day, so...
My friend went to 2 different GameStops to find Kirby this past weekend, and both of them did not have them, and they said the closest one was like 40 miles away.
Yeah, they never have anything. They never have anything good, anything that you want. And then, like, every once in a while they'll have something in, and they'll be the only place that has it, and they charge you, like, $30 more than what it's worth, so... Like they did with Metroid, and like they did with, what was the other one? Xenoblade Chronicles, so... I just advise not going. I'm going to try to stay away from that place. And they rip you off on trade-ins, too.
Oh, I would have never traded anything at the GameStop.
But they are opening up the like the Mac store and stuff, so
Great.
I guess if you want to get ripped off even more, not just on games, you want to get ripped off on computers as well. You can go there.
I'm back. I was getting some stuff for another segment.
Oh, you were gone?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. What did I miss?
Yeah. We were just talking about not shopping at GameStop because they rip you off. But if you are looking to get ripped off more, you can go into their new Mac stores that they're opening. So.
Oh, wonderful. I realized today, I was looking at my Double Dash case, and I paid $40 for this game, and I'm realizing that I'll pay Mario Kart 8 pretty much the same price after the Best Buy promo on my Game Club thing.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre. These games hold their value.
They do. They do.
So, John, do you have what's up next on your list here?
Oh, let's see. Oh, no, those are recipes.
Which Nintendo-based recipe do you want to share with us?
Mac and cheese donuts. You guys want to talk
What?
about those?
What is this? That just sounds like a heart attack.
Yeah, I just started eating healthy, John, last week, and that's not fair.
Let's see. Well, Mario Kart's #1 on Amazon right now, which is pretty awesome. I thought I'd
It is
mention
pretty
that.
awesome.
It's #1 in a lot of countries as well, not just the
In
U.S.
the U.S. and UK, yeah, it's #1 on video
And
games.
speaking of GameStop, I saw my local GameStop. It was all Wii U and Mario Kart. There was like this little
Really?
thing for PS4 and Xbox One.
I feel like mine was all Xbox last one time I went.
It's very variable depending on the store. It would appear for GameStop.
So yeah, I thought that was cool. But also, I guess the topic would be Nintendo mentioned briefly a Mario Kart 8 app.
They did.
And I think they showed... I've been seeing these screenshots on these websites. I don't know if these are screenshots Nintendo put out or if these are ones people are just making up.
No, these were from Nintendo. This was during the investor meeting. So we'll do this one and then do everything else from the investor meeting right now.
You just want to do the investor meeting right now?
We'll do the app and roll it into the investor meeting, which this is part of.
So this would be like Nintendo's one of their first things actually making their content accessible.
Their first iOS app.
Yeah, first iOS app.
Yeah.
Which I really like this idea because I would, seeing all these slow-mo replays and everything from Mario Kart, I would love to have that on my phone and be able to show my friends and stuff really quickly and comment on videos and this is really cool, I think.
Yeah, so it has Mario Kart TV and has rankings. I'm kind of curious what else will be in here. How
yeah,
bare
they
bones
showed
will
graphs and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a tournament calendar where you can see your times your friends are hosting tournaments. I think that would be cool.
And if it could push when your tournaments you're signed up for are ready to do it. So if you have these tournaments that are only for an hour, how cool would it be if this app could push to tell you, hey, your tournament's going on right now, go do it.
I'm sure. I mean, it'd be awesome. I'm sure you'd be able to post a Miiverse and just watch. I'm sure there's gonna be thousands of, tens of thousands of videos from Mario Kart TV you'll be able to watch.
I would really love if Nintendo made a Wii Fit U app that had like food tracking and stuff in there. That would be kind of cool. I don't know.
Would you guys rather have Nintendo have one big app for everything, or separate apps for each like game deserves one? Like, do you guys want another Smash Brothers app when Smash Brothers comes out, or do you guys just want a Nintendo app you download that has all your Nintendo stuff in it?
I feel like single-purpose apps, you could do more with them on individual titles.
True,
But I would love a hub app for. I love both. That's what
I think I like both too. I think I'd like a Miiverse hub app, and then maybe like Mario Kart deserves its own app because of all this stuff. I'm sure
Definitely
Smash
does.
Brothers will too, but Pikmin I don't think deserves its own app. But
Oh, the poor pig.
maybe it does.
They're drowning in their misery right now.
Because
Hearing the
how many
cries.
copies did they sell? 1 million.
They sold quite a bit. They have the updated million list. I have to pull that up later. I'm
Yep.
not sure what that is. So yeah, Mario Kart app. Are we thinking this comes out when the game comes out at the end of this month?
Here's the sad part. I don't think it will.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
think
that
it
is
will
the
either.
sad part. I hope-
Like, they've had so long to work on this game, and I don't think this app is even close to being ready from what
I
we've
really
seen.
hope so, because that'd be a big missed opportunity, I feel.
Oh, it's huge. Because
Because if it came out with the game, that app, and if that app hits like #1 on the free app store, that
Oh
could
no,
be
it
huge.
would. Yeah, that app would. Even people who didn't have Mario or Wii U or Mario Kart and Wii U would download the app, watch the videos. The app would go to the top charts, no doubt. And that's hundreds of millions of people seeing that. That's just it's
I hope it happens,
yeah.
but I'm not
Sooner
counting
rather
on
than later. Well, I'd rather have them wait and have it be actually a good app
Good.
than their first app they ever put out be total garbage. And
Yeah,
people
that's
just
very true.
dismiss. And yeah, they're like, oh.
Are you worried about this app being total garbage?
Well, have you guys tried out the web app for Miiverse? It's actually not that bad.
It's not bad, no.
Um,
I wish I could view my messages, but
it's
that's only
not.
on Wii U.
I mean, these days it's not hard to hire a couple of programmers that know iOS or HTML5 to write something, so I'm not too worried.
Okay.
I think the sad part is though that we're right. It seems like we're about to turn this corner to where like all this awesome stuff's about to come out, but we still doubt it. So.
Yeah.
Well, Mario Kart's like the sun, like the sun's starting to rise, and you see the light, and there's more coming.
But Mario
You
Kart's
don't
really
know what it
solid,
is.
I think.
Yeah,
all
it
reviewers
is
are saying
solid.
that.
I mean, look, it's #1 on Amazon. That has to mean people are buying it who don't have Wii U's, right? It has to mean people are.
It's true. People must be pre-ordering this and planning on picking up a Wii U.
What's that say about the Mario Kart 8 bundle that people aren't getting that instead?
Oh, the Mario. Well, think about this. You buy a Wii U, it still comes with the game. You still get like Mario U or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, people might still be picking up the Mario
about
U
this.
and
Well,
the Luigi U bundle.
Think about this. If we get the Mario on the Luigi bundle for $300, whatever it is, you get Mario Kart 8, so you're getting Mario and Luigi, Super Mario Brothers U. You get Luigi U. You Mario Kart 8, and you get your free downloadable. So you actually get more content that way if you do it that way. So you might be smarter to do that.
Yeah, you get a lot of
That's 4
Yeah.
games right
Yeah.
there. Well, 3.5 if you want to count.
and they'd all be pretty different games because you get Pikmin or Wii Party U, and those are different from Mario Kart
Yep.
and
Totally.
Mario Brothers. So
And then you can download your Wii Sports Club if you want for a couple bucks. And you're bowling.
Speaking of the Mario Kart 8 bundle,
Oh,
some
wait. But let's do the rest
Okay.
of this investment.
Oh, yeah.
Keep
Sorry.
on
Sorry.
Here. We will get to the Nintendo World Store shortly.
oh no, this was different. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll
Still get to it later.
Titanfall's out on the 360. When did that happen?
Oh, that
Yeah,
happened
well,
like
yeah,
weeks
couple
ago.
Evidently, it's really good, and no reason to pick up an Xbox.
Yeah, like why would they do that? That's so stupid.
Well, to sell more copies of the game,
I guess, but
Yeah. So,
I don't
anyways,
know, I've seen some videos. It doesn't look as good, but
better than we expected is what I've heard. But so let's just run through this meeting here. Some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Software that can only be made with the gamepad in mind will be coming out really soon. E3, they're going to show a buttload of that stuff.
and apparently
quick-
Miyamoto has been helping with that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quick Start coming out in June. So next month, the big firmware update for Wii U. Quick Start is part of that.
Oh, that
It's
should
gonna-
have been out before Mario Kart.
It's going to boot up 20 seconds faster, plus it'll have the Quick Start stuff in there.
That
to add
should have
on
been
to
out. That should have been out. Like the people.
They said summer, so I wasn't expecting it.
The people opening up their Wii U bundles with Mario Kart should have had that built in.
Oh, no chance and that would ever happen.
They should
the
have.
reason for that is because all those Wii U's were sitting on the shelf. They weren't reflashing all those.
I know.
That's way too much expectation there.
Apparently, though, they're going to have to start making more Wii U soon.
Hopefully. Third-party titles, they've more than out soon. That's what they said.
Yeah,
right. I
right.
hope so. So NFC is something that was a big part of this investor meeting. So there's NFC on your gamepad, and in Japan, they're partnering with all the NFC credit card companies like Suica. It's not in Japanese, so I'm not probably pronouncing that right. But NFC payments, so you just, when you're buying a game in the eShop, you just touch your credit card to the gamepad, and you pay for it right there. No hassle. Just boom. Works. So that's kind of cool. And they're going to be the first, I guess, console to actually support NFC gaming. Or NFC payments, right? Which is
Wait, through my credit card? You said my credit card's got NFC?
Some
In Japan. This is me supporting Japan at first.
Okay. I know in Europe the little chips are very popular.
Yeah, so in Japan it's very widespread, and that's a huge thing over there. So you'll be able to just touch your credit card to your gamepad, and boom, you paid $100 for whatever.
Nice.
Not 100, but 60. Yeah. And so there's 80 million credit cards that are NFC able in Japan, evidently. And they mentioned IP use outside of video games. So when IP is going to be licensed out, it'll be most of the time used not for video games like we're seeing with Hyrule Warriors, but like for Mario Kart 8 child toys and stuff. I don't know. The actual NFC stuff, it's kind of cool what they're doing here. So the character is not just read, it's also read and write. So with Skylanders, to my knowledge, and all the other ones, it's basically DLC where it adds on to the game by putting it there. You're not able to save stuff back to it to build that character into something more. Nintendo's approach will have the ability to write stuff back to it. So you can bring your character around and bring him to different games, bring him cross-platform to 3DS, and bring him to your friend's house to use him there, and it's kind of like that character becomes like a part of, you know, your gaming profile in a way, you know. It's kind of a cool approach. Do you guys like that at all?
I like it. I think it's you could do some interesting things with this.
It's like a memory card.
It is like a memory card. It's like it's like a way cooler memory card.
But it's like a memory card that like enables you to bring a character across like 20 games or whatever many games there are, you know, that support this. So it brings, like, you know, with iOS I didn't like, come on, let's have crosstalk of applications. Now on Wii U and 3DS we have crosstalk of game saves, which is kind of interesting.
It is, yeah.
So imagine I'm playing Mario Golf, I could bring some of my enhancements there to Mario Tennis or whatever it is, you know.
I'm hoping that this is like a first step in kind of merging or bridging like the gap between handheld and your home console, because like I still feel like they're just completely separate. And I would like it to be.
It is. It sounds like it is because they'll have that NFC base station for the 3DS.
Yeah.
So they said that is coming?
Yep. Sounds like January for that base station.
Oh, that's far away.
Yeah, hopefully the character is out sooner for Wii U, but we'll see. And they're calling it NFC, or NFP, sorry. It's a Nintendo featured platform or Nintendo figurine platform. They're calling it a platform. Like, this is you have Wii U, 3DS, and you have this NFC platform, which is kind of interesting. They're calling it that.
I wonder if they plan on building this in with like smartphones and other devices that use that type of technology.
That could be cool. Android has NFC, right?
Yes, they do.
So it's intriguing to say the least. The read and write data is the most kind of cool part about this. I wasn't even sure that was that's I guess possible. So yeah.
Well, NFC is just a mechanism of transferring data, so as long as they can read and write data, like it's got its own little flash memory built in, I'm sure that's possible. Yeah. My question is, like, how much data can these things like hold, and what can they really, like, what information, you know, what can they from game to game, you know, like if I in Mario say, oh, my Mario character wears green overalls and he's got a blue hat. If I, send that character to my Mario Golf game, does Mario Golf know how to read that information that Mario wrote? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be game by game basis for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting
Now,
to see how this works.
With Skylanders, the model is a little bit clearer for me because you have each Skylander that you adds to the game. This, like with Mario, the game would, I would imagine, already have Mario in it. What is your incentive to go and get this? Is it just the saving, or is there some added benefit beyond that?
I'd never really seen much benefit from the NFC. Even when they first announced the Wii U, I didn't really see what they were going to do with it, and then they never did anything with it. So I just figured it was just in there.
They got Pokemon Rumble U.
Yeah, that's I always figured. Yeah, it's a great way to sell add-on content. So you feel instead of buying an in-app purchase, you buy a little figurine and you get some extra stuff in the game, and you also get an extra figurine, so you feel like you actually got something.
But this feels like with the Mario, it's like Mario was already going to be in Mario Golf,
I don't know.
It's bizarre. It seemed like, I'm not sure if they confirmed this, but Smash Brothers, I think, will be the first game to fully support this.
See, now that could be
because you have all the fast Smash Brothers, because they're basically, if you look at Smash Brothers at the end of each round or tournament or whatever it is, you see the statue model of Mario or whatever it is.
Yeah, they're statues, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they may already build some content into the actual game, and then if you have this figurine, then it will let you use that extra content.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it was very broad strokes here as far as what these are and what it will do. The read and write data is pretty cool. They also mentioned this platform will raise Nintendo awareness in retail by displaying these big-ish boxes of Mario characters that, ooh, I want that, and it's more of a presence than perhaps a Wii U game or a 3DS game sitting on the shelf,
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of interesting. So that is the investor meeting. Do you want to dig into Mario Kart 8 next, or Nintendo's actual financial stuff?
I was going to say Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8. So, kick it off, Aaron. What's in Mario Kart 8 news this week?
All right, so these were the things that I found just kind of related to retailers. First, GameStop is going to be having a Mario Kart 8 demo on the 17th and 18th of May.
Yep.
So you can go in there, play your demo, and also I guess that if you pre-order from there, you get a poster, which doesn't even compare to the $10 gas card. But
yeah, I'm getting my game for $48.
I don't know.
I'm getting my game for $48 from Best Buy plus the $10. So mine's a $38 game.
yeah, whenever I can
great.
get any type of money or something that I can purchase something else with, that's going to be the poster. I mean, I got enough posters.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell you, $38 at Best Buy with my deal is unbelievable because I'm getting Pikmin 3 as well.
Don't you have Pikmin 3?
I'm getting a digital copy so it's always available so I can play it more frequently.
See, I would just sell that. Sell your physical copy maybe, or sell your...
I don't know. I might sell. I kind of like the idea of putting it through my console. It never justify a $60 purchase of that game for digital.
Oh.
Huh.
Because, I don't know. I already have it. Why did I buy it twice,
You're right.
I'm not that insane. I might buy 10
you only own
3DSs.
7 3DSs or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
About 8 or 9, I think. So anyways.
Next, about the retailers, is that I guess they're asking for a price cut on Mario Kart 8 because they think it's still too high.
$60 is too high.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Who
because
is asking for a price cut?
I didn't see who. It was just a general retailers are asking for it. So
Those idiots.
I don't understand this because it's people are going to be buying this game. We know
You get a
people
free
want
game
it.
with it.
Yeah, and you get a free game with it. I mean, and it has a red case.
I do like that red case.
Yeah.
It's oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's stupid. And Nintendo World Store, the only retail store in America that is official by Nintendo in New York City, is having a limited edition of the game with the blue shell.
I want it.
That is widely available in Europe. But here in the States, you have to be in New York City on that day to get this, and it's limited, so you're not guaranteed.
That's not cool.
That's not fair, Nintendo. I want my blue shell.
It might be.
I'm in America. I want my blue shell. Come on.
Are these on eBay yet?
We're gonna get on eBay like the day of, and
I'm sure I could
up.
import one from Europe pretty. They'll probably be way overpriced.
Isn't that a PAL version of the game then?
I could import the shells. I'm saying.
Well, you want the American version.
The box is kind of cool, I gotta say.
The box is really cool. That's why I want it.
Yeah. So yeah, these the pre-orders sold out within a day. They have stuff on hand for walk-ins, but yeah, I'm not driving down to New York City for this, especially when I have Mario Kart 8 pre-ordered for $38 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have the blue shell pre-ordered.
I'm okay with that. I have 10 3DS.
Come on, you live close enough. You just go down there.
Me? It would be
Yeah.
like a 6-hour drive.
That's nothing. For me, it'd
And
be
I'd be-
like a
I would be
56-hour
scared.
drive.
I'd be pretty scared in New York City. I'd be crashing the cars. And
You
not
get
knowing
a
where to park.
keychain if you pre-order at Target.
That is cool. And the $5 thing?
And the $5 thing. And the keychains are like $8 on eBay
Ooh.
right now.
See, I may have to go to Target. This sounds like the place to go.
But you get the $10 thing. That's
Yeah, but when I get an $8 keychain and a $5, it was a $5 gift
It's
card.
an $8 keychain. How do you
Oh,
justify
they're
the
selling on
$8?
$8 on. I mean, yeah,
How much are these things sell for on eBay?
like $8. This one's going for.
Okay.
It's a keychain.
Alrighty.
And you love keychains. I know that you were talking about getting those Kirby ones.
Well, I want real
Oh.
Kirby ones. Those are great. Anyways. So you want to dig into financial stuff at all?
Oh, wait. I got more.
Yeah, more. Okay.
Mario Kart 8, 1080p and 60 frames per second.
Oh yeah,
Confirmed
try
for
that.
the
Xbox.
last
Confirmed. Yeah.
Try that Xbox One. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
those are
strange.
the
Like,
metagames, right?
yeah. I mean, they're not even
Yeah.
running at 1080p and, yeah, not even close to 60 frames per second.
Wait. The Xbox One doesn't run at 1080p?
Not all games.
Yeah.
Most games, in fact, don't do that.
Yeah. So,
It'll be 720p in 60 frames or 1080p in like 30 or 40
yeah.
frames.
They can't do both. They can't-
Why? What?
It's just not ready. They're not ready for it.
Yeah.
You're not ready.
Well, is
They
Titanfall
weren't ready
at least-
for this
is
console.
Titanfall at least that?
The 360 was on the verge of being able to handle that. How can
Well,
the
this is, they're
Xbox?
trying to push more polygons. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
I guess. I mean, that makes sense. They chose a different path.
Yeah, I mean, well, their path was wait 2 more years before they released the Xbox One, and they got caught off guard. That's what happened.
Oh, you think they were not planning on releasing it, and then
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I think
so
they were
they're
at
PS4
yeah,
game.
then PlayStation said, "Oh, by the way, we're ready," and you're not.
yeah.
yeah, pretty much. So, any
Does-
other
Does
Mario
the
Kart
PS
stuff?
well? Does
Oh,
the,
go ahead.
Does the PS4 have any trouble handling 1080p? 60
Not
frame?
nearly as much.
Really interesting.
They may have a couple instances, but not nearly as much.
Huh. So, if that's baked into the hardware for the next 5 years, Microsoft's stuck with this machine that can push a lot of pixels but can't do it at high frame rates?
Well, from what I heard is that it's just kind of hard to like program for it. It's hard to make your game do
Okay,
both.
I see.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So maybe in a few years we'll see it done, but not anytime soon.
I've been searching for the past like 3 days if there is a way to watch Mario Kart 8 in 60 frames per second on the internet, and I can't find a way to do it. Because everyone keeps telling me that in 60 frames per second, it's going to blow away the 30 frames per second.
You're saying that you're trying to find a way to do that on the internet right now?
Yeah, like on YouTube, like there's no way to. I can't find a way to do it.
From what I've seen, or some other 60 frames per second videos on YouTube, you have to speed up the video to 2 times or 2x speed.
YouTube doesn't do 60 frames per second.
Well,
Yeah,
I've seen
that's the
people like
problem.
record it. I've seen people like record it some way to where if you watch it normal, it's like slower, and then you speed it up to 2x, and then it's 60 frames.
No.
I'm serious.
How does
Go
that
look
work
it up.
if the
I
original
have-
video is missing frames? How does that work?
No, I guess the original video is like shot a little bit slower, and I don't know how it works. But there's like a Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze one that's 60 frames. You can go watch it, and like down in like the comments or not the comments, whatever, the stuff about the video.
This
He
video,
has the instructions.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I thought because I knew I thought there was a way to watch them in 60 frames, but this IGN video is telling me it's in 60 frames, but it's at 720p. We'll see how good it looks.
Anyways,
Hey, Watch Dogs is coming out.
it is. I have to wait like a year, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Hey, are you getting it on Xbox One?
I might. I don't know. Depends.
It's coming out like the same day as Mario Kart 8, though.
Yeah. No. Then, like, my summer is gonna be consumed with Mario Kart. And
Yeah,
Mario Golf and
this game looks pretty. Oh wow, 60 frames looks really good. Holy shit! I mean, holy cow!
now we're gonna have to put the explicit tag.
Oh, I
Oh.
don't see that.
Holy cow! This actually looks really good.
So what are you watching? You watching the Mario Kart?
Yeah, on IGN they have a 60 frames per
It
second
is
montage.
beautiful.
It is real. Wow, holy
You
cow!
can see that asphalt on that track.
This actually makes a pretty big difference. And it's only in 720p, so this will look even better on my television.
And
Yeah,
buffering from the internet.
Yeah, oh wow, I can't wait.
It's
Screenshots of this game already make it look like the best looking game ever made. So
You can see Wario's beautiful pimples.
Yeah, I heard you can like see the fat jiggling on Wario.
It's pretty great.
So, what character you guys think you're going to play with? Because I want one of these Koopalings.
Well, traditionally, I am a Koopa shell racer.
Usually
Who's
Toad.
that? I'm the turtle.
Dry
He's the
Bones?
fastest.
Dry,
traditionally.
dry Bones?
He's the fastest acceleration.
Dry Bones. I love Dry Bones.
So he's not in this one.
yeah, but I just heard his name.
I traditionally go for fast acceleration and great handling. That's my traditional picking.
Apparently, these carts now, the way you can customize them, makes a pretty big impact on how they handle and everything, how they play.
Yeah.
You had that still in the 3DS, so I'm not sure if you played that as much.
Apparently, it's like full on in this one. The amount of
Okay,
customization
more so.
and the effects.
Now,
it
are
has
you
on it.
guys heavy racers or lightweight racers?
I'm lightweight, man.
Yeah.
I would say I'm a little bit lightweight. I like to play as Yoshi, so
I was in Double Dash. I was opting for like Bowser and the heavier ones because
Really?
their speed was so much better. But in every other game I've played as lightweight.
but then they
Fast
can't really
acceleration.
they can't turn and
Yeah, they're maneuvering. stinks.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. So I don't know. Well, I'll experiment for sure. I'm curious how all the Koopalings behave.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's talk a little bit about financial stuff that did happen, and the internet blew up a little bit. The one thing I loved, the weird headline I saw was Nintendo loses X amount of money because Wii U sales are fizzling off, which, as someone that's informed, was a bit bizarre because Wii U sales actually be on the increase and not the decrease recently. So, but they're not great sales; they're just not fizzling; they're going up. But anyways,
They are slowly going up. Yeah.
yeah. So anyways, I wanted to run through the updated million sellers list for Wii U.
Yeah.
So, Super Mario Brothers U, 4.16 million. Pretty impressive. It was partly due to the bundling, I'm sure. Partly due to being a launch title. Nintendo Land, 3.09 million. So, that's now second place. Super Mario 3D World, 2.17 million. Super Luigi U, 1.76 million, all by its lonesome. Pretty cool.
That's pretty impressive.
Wii Party U, 1.35 million, and Wind Waker 1.22 million. So that is Wii U.
So here, how can they also announced 6.17 million Wii U consoles sold since its launch?
Yeah.
That means a third of Wii U owners, only a third of them bought Mario. Only a third.
No, the new Mario.
The new Mario.
Because if you
A
look
third.
at, Super Mario Brothers U,
Yeah.
4 out of 6,
That came with the
that's a
system.
huge majority there. That's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, but that game's been out since launch.
It is. But
And it came with like the last 6 months worth of systems.
It has.
Which, granted, is only like 500,000. But,
Right.
but doesn't that seem odd that there's no games to play, yet only a third of Wii U owners bought the best game to come out on the system? I find it.
That is the question of 3D Mario's never sell as well as 2D Mario's historically, right?
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That's so weird. Anyways,
I mean, number
I thought it was
2 is
weird.
what? Nintendo Land that came packed with the system. To all of its defense, though, it is the first on the list of non-packed in sold Wii U games.
That's true. It was not ever packed in, ever given away.
And it's the number 1 in that list. It should also be noted that attach rate on Wii U, I think, is 5 to 6, which is pretty high for the system, I feel.
It is pretty high.
That's excluding eShop stuff, so like NES Remix and that kind of stuff is excluded. Now, Pokemon is up to 12.26 million sold.
It's really good.
Which, I did hear some people talk bad about that, saying, is like Pokemon starting to kind of drop off because, they had a previous one that sold like 15 million. It's like, well, no,
It's only been out,
I
like,
wouldn't.
4
Yeah, I was like,
months.
I would not count that a drop off at all. When you use, it's only been a few months and you already sold 12 million. Yeah.
Animal
I
Crossing's
think, I
up
think
to
Gold
7.
and Silver sold 15 million in its entire lifespan.
Yeah, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver sold around that, I believe.
Yeah, so
Didn't do. It did good, but not. And the other kind of notables, I guess, Animal Crossing's at 7.66, and the really interesting one is the very bottom of this list has Tomodachi Life, a Japanese-only game up to this point, at 1.85 million. So a Japanese-only game made it to this list, and that's just kind of impressive that one region was able to do that.
that game is super Japanese.
Yeah.
It is. I'm excited for it. We'll talk a little bit more about some of its weirdness this week.
Was there a Nintendogs for 3DS?
Yeah, it's up around 3 million, I guess.
I didn't even know that was out.
And the sad part about that list, I just noticed, is if you look at the 3DS and you look at the Paper Mario,
Yeah.
2.21 million of Sticker Star, 2.51 million of Zelda Link Between Worlds. Like, aw, that's sad. Because Sticker Star is not nearly as good as Zelda, and why isn't Zelda so much higher?
Sticker Star was so terrible. I was excited to play it.
I didn't play it. Did you play it?
Yeah, I played it for
I own it.
like,
It's in a shrink
did,
wrap. I bought it
like-
for like $8. I don't know.
probably about 2 or 3 hours, and I was like, yep, I'm done. And I've never played it again.
I own the Wii game. I'm kind of intrigued to play that one. I heard that one's pretty okay.
That one is good.
Yeah, okay.
I like Paper Mario. All right, the older ones.
Yeah, the older ones. So 3DS sales up to 43.33 million units, with software at 162.92 million. So not half bad there.
That's good.
And they also released this this pretty good chart if you want to compare console sales through the years, all the way back to like the Famicom. So,
Where's that?
I don't know. I'll send you a link. Let me pull this up. I did see it earlier today. So, yep.
Wii Party U. I never even put that game in. I wonder how many of those people who got that game did not put it in. Like
I put it in and played a round or two. It was halfway
yourself?
decent as single player. By halfway decent, I mean halfway or quarterly decent. So Nintendo during this period lost $456 million, which is not a huge amount of money when you consider the situation in Wii U. And with their vast amount of money, it's, they can weather it for a while.
And hopefully now it'll start turning around now that they don't have to sell the Wii U at a loss.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, so... anything else on the financial stuff? I had a Time article I've been requested to talk about by Tim Robertson, who historically doesn't like what Nintendo's up to.
We can talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, let me pull up the article here.
Yeah, I didn't
By
get
historically, I mean that he is no longer a kid at heart. He doesn't like the Pikmin. He doesn't like the Mario 3D. Well, he does like Mario 3D World. I shouldn't say that, but he likes the Call of Duties and that kind of stuff. He's,
I'm sick of Call of Duty.
You know that latest trailer with the what's his name? The House of Cards guy, Kevin Spacey, looks pretty great.
All right, so I'm gonna put this link into the chat here for the Hangout, so you guys can go check that out.
I'm watching this Mario Kart video again.
But this Time article here, first off, I kind of avoid the mainline magazines because I feel like specialized media knows what they're talking about, and mainline magazines kind of are talking out of their butts to get to an agenda.
Yeah, I tried to stay away from. Well, I did stay away from. I saw this article. I looked over it for a second, and I'm like, I'm only going to read this because it's. I don't know. I mean,
it's very slanted and link bait.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's exactly what it is.
But you guys fell for it. You guys clicked it, and now.
Well, no, I avoided this until Tim Robertson said, "Hey, look at this. Make sure So I'll talk about it a little bit." So the interesting thing in this article is how it starts out about how Sony does is like, why is PlayStation 4 doing well? Because PS2 did well. People remember that. It's like, no, that is not at all
what
PlayStation 4.
Okay, well, that makes no sense because under that logic, Nintendo should be the best. Like the Wii U should be the best out there.
By that logic, most company would never fail ever.
Yeah,
most companies have done something successful at one point.
Now I have to make a comment about kind of that thing of. So I was at the lunch table and we were discussing steps and exercise and stuff, and I pulled out my Wii Fit U meter and, showed her, what it did and how if I didn't meet my calorie steps and all that, I could sync it up to Wii U and, finish the day off with a workout and something to meet that. And the response, so she asked, this is awesome, I kind of want that. Does it work on the Wii? And I said, no, it's for the next console, kind of competing with PS4 and Xbox One. And the response was, those bastards that, because she already has a Wii, that she doesn't want to buy another one, which is, I think, in the mass market of people, probably some of the Wii U's problems with Wii owners not wanting another one because they don't understand the whole console generational cycles.
Yeah, but didn't Nintendo ditch those people?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like the Wii U first came out, they kind of pitched it as, hey, it's the Wii, but it's also for the hardcore gamers too. It's for everybody. And then somewhere along after it launched, it kind of felt like they kind of said, well, screw all the people who bought the Wii. We're just going for the old people who used to buy our console. And now I don't really know who they're marketing to at all. I don't even know. I follow them.
The
as close
games
as anybody,
qualified are both. I mean, both. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so it was interesting that this. I mean, the Wii Fit U idea is obviously. I've lost 11 pounds since May began. So.
Oh wow.
I'm working on that stuff now. I'm back in the Wii Fit U and eating right. So what?
That's a pound a day.
That's a pound a day. Yeah, that is a pound a day, and that's what I've noticed in the scale. It's like I'm down 1 pound, and boom. So yeah, that's how a good exercise and diet regimen starts out. We'll see how long that continues before the plateaus start. But I'm very encouraged by that. But anyways,
cool.
Wii Fit U is a cool idea that normal people can understand and get a grasp of, but they don't want to buy a system just for that. And they may not be gamers, but they think that idea is cool. So,
did you notice how Wii Fit U is not on those top sales charts?
It's not, but I'm not even sure how it would qualify because you have all those people that bought the pedometer that didn't really buy the game; they got the free game, and the retail. I feel like more people own this game via the free mechanism than they would buying it when it came out.
I don't think that many people own this game, period.
Even the free version? I feel a lot of people downloaded it.
I guess.
I'm not sure how many Fit meters got sold, though, to unlock it, So, yeah, anyways, that was just an observation of, a lot of those Wii owners, they don't understand console cycles and don't even want to, get an upgrade that's HD and different games and all that kind of stuff. But the article, let's go back to the article. So, Aaron, what kind of things did you
No, I
as you
just
were reading
I
this,
just kind of
stuff
looked
down.
at it and I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with this right now. Because I mean, it's so dumb. Like, why are people so quick to want something to fail? I mean, I've talked about this before. Like, I have never wanted something to fail. Like, that's just.
So one of the things that were pointed out is there's not enough first-party software to make the system work as something to own, and the third parties are fizzling out, which is very true. Third parties, there's a huge problem there with like. I'm not sure if we'll have any third-party games.
Nothing coming out. Nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
We got Watch Dogs.
We got Skylanders.
We got Skylanders, Watch Dogs, and Bayonetta.
Yeah, so that is a huge problem. But as far as first-party games go, these are all, except for 2, exclusive to Wii U and pretty amazing. So I'm going to go through this list. So, Wind Waker HD is not in this pile, but that's something, as well as Wii Fit U and Wii Sports Club. Those are 3 things there. Super Mario 3D World, Pikmin 3, Lego City Undercover, Wonderful 101, New Super Luigi U and Mario U, Nintendo Land, Zombie U, Sonic Lost World, Donkey Kong. Also have Rayman Legends, Sonic All-Star Transformed Racing. So those are just, I think, the best versions of these games available anywhere. And that's a good chunk of games that most people will be satisfied with for quite a while, I feel. And quite a variety there. You got, a horror survival game, Zombie. You get a Lego game that's only available here. Pikmin 3, Mario. I mean, you have a wide variety. And that's not including, the Mario Karts and stuff that are coming out this year. So I feel software is there, and there's plenty of first-party exclusives that are there. But the question is outlook. What's I guess E3 will answer that question. What's the first party outlook look like?
Well, like I've said this before, but if you take Wii U's lineup and put it against Xbox Ones or PS4s, it's to me it looks a lot better. I don't know how these people can make these arguments without looking at those other systems.
This article feels like it was written by someone that doesn't own a Wii U and doesn't know what that experience is. He mentions, it's over. People want great graphics and they don't care about the controller thing. And I think that's coming from a point of the real argument there is Nintendo advertised this system like crap, and they didn't really tell you why it's unique and cool and different.
They're still not.
They're still not, and that's the problem. Like the hardware it's fairly powerful. It's definitely more powerful than PS3 or 360. The games look beautiful, the ones that are done by good developers.
It's plenty powerful enough to make games that are acceptable.
And the gamepad is not a gimmick. It's something that was copied by Microsoft and Sony in poorer and less successful ways, I might add.
I mean, I'd say even if the gamepad is just a mechanism for menus and switching items and getting all the text off the TV, I am okay with that as being what it exists for. People seem to really want the gamepad to exist for super specialized reasons, which it can. And I'm sure Nintendo's going to show us games that'll do that. But I'm okay with it just being a controller that gives me a few extra things like a touchscreen.
Or let me play in bed while I wake up.
Or let me play in bed. Yeah, like I'm okay with it just being that. People seem to really have a problem that Nintendo's not doing anything else with it. I'm okay with what it is and what they're doing.
And this article also mentions the 3DS's backward sale motion. It's like, the 3DS is doing great. What are you throwing the 3DS on the bus for? It seems such like it's a very slanted piece is what I'm trying to get at.
Link bait.
Yeah, very much so. But yeah, I think that's kind of our feelings on it. We're not ignoring the fact that the Wii U is not doing well, but that's not saying that the Wii U is... It's doing terrible. It's the worst console that Nintendo's ever sold besides the Virtual Boy, as far as sales, and as far as market appeal. But that's not saying... I'm not sure why the market appeal isn't there, because this system is probably my favorite Nintendo console outside of the 3DS.
So GameCube sold 20 million by the end of its lifespan. The Wii U is going to beat that, I think.
I would hope so.
Yeah, kind of speaking to something that you just said, John, and also we brought it up multiple times. It's about, the Wii U has so many games, and I just think every time I get on to, like, the Xbox One, I have a lot of friends on there, and I'll get on during the week and just turn it on and see what's going on, and more of like a social thing, just to see what people are up to. And we get to a party, and we all are not really doing anything. We're just like browsing around, and we all say the same thing, like, I wish there was more games, and we're not doing anything. We're not doing anything on the Xbox, so I don't see what the appeal is.
So here's the end of this article, which is pretty terrible. Nintendo's problem is that it's in that deadliest of platform catch-22s where you need a slew of standout signature games to make your case, leveraged by third-party support for all your AAA multi-platform titles. The company has too few of the former, which I think is BS, and a shrinking dearth of the later at this point. Third parties have either abandoned the system or failed to sign up for duty in the first place. Their worries doubtless confirmed for the second cycle running with these latest financial results. And that's why people aren't buying the Wii U. Enthusiasts view it as anemic. Casual gamers see it as overpriced, and there simply aren't enough diehard loyals to the beloved Nintendo brand to make up those deficiencies. Proof is in those figures. So that's what this article closes out with. But I think E3 will answer a lot of questions about first party and certainly third party. I don't think we'll see third parties there really.
Do we need third parties on this system?
If Nintendo can pump them out at the rate they did, I think the second half of last year was fantastic. So if the rest of this year is like that, and we have a ton of announcements, and there's a game a month, I'd be very happy with just having that.
Well, I don't think Nintendo can do it on its own, but I think Nintendo
They partner out.
Well, looking at the traditional third parties as they have been the past decade or 15 years might be the wrong way to look at it. They might need to look at indies and other ways to kind of fill those holes where they're
NES Remix was a great thing to do. Also, third parties, I think it may become more of a we call it second party, where with Wii Fit U, that was in development. Nintendo is developed by Namco or Bandai, I think. Wii Sports Club, developed by someone else other than Nintendo. So by using other developers for first-party titles, that's a way to make sure you have software as well.
Well, people know that eventually the Xbox One, the PS4 are going to have a ton of third-party games. People know that. The thing is, people don't know. Like, we know that's going to happen to those two systems.
That's the scare of Wii U. You don't have third parties.
We don't know what's going to happen. We know we'll get Nintendo games, but we don't know what else is going to happen, and that's why I think people are still shaky when they get these financial stuff. Because the Xbox and PS4 don't have them now, but we know they will.
But the question is, are PS4 and Xbox One people, after they have some money saved up after a year or so, will they look over Wii U and see all these great first-party titles that they don't have and maybe pick it up?
Well, a lot of people will still buy their Nintendo system as their second system, just for Nintendo games.
They do. And I don't think that would... So when would that happen? When would that start to be a thing?
When Mario Kart comes out. I feel like, literally, when Mario Kart comes out, I feel like people are going to see that game and they're going to want to play it. It's all... Mario Kart is literally going to push this system for the next 6 months. Yeah. Until Smash Brothers comes out. Unless Nintendo reveals something like crazy awesome that's bound to come out in the next few months, which I don't see happening.
Bayonetta 2 and Hyrule Warriors are all slated for summer in Japan. We don't know when it's coming to the U.S.
Yeah, but are those aren't systems? Those are Japan system sellers. Those aren't.
They aren't. No,
North
I think
America
X
sellers.
might be in Bayonetta. I've heard for some people, not huge market.
No, yeah, here in the States, they're not. Definitely not system sellers. People will buy them. I know a couple people who have PS4s who are thinking about buying a Wii U just for Bayonetta because they played the first one and liked it, but
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely not mass market like Nintendo needs.
No, not at all. But yeah, so I think that kind of... I think it's enough on that topic, right? We covered it.
Yeah,
they're in trouble for sure, but that doesn't stop them. That doesn't stop them from putting out some of the best games they've ever made in their entire lives. Like they're desperate Nintendo mode where they're making the best stuff they ever had. So this is a great time to get aboard. I
mean, Mario Kart's #1 on Amazon, and it's still not out for another 20 days. I mean, the 3DS. We forgot that the 3DS did terrible until a while in. Granted, the Wii U's doing a lot worse than the 3DS even did, but it turned around once it got games. Yeah. So I still think the Wii U will sell 10 million consoles by the end of the year. Like, that's easy for me to say.
Well,
now,
and
I
people are
think.
saying that Nintendo's estimates are like they're going to sell 3 million the rest of the year. That's Mario Kart and Smash. And
That seems low to me, actually.
It does, and I think at what I even said, we're very much underestimating this time around because that first time around we overestimated the crap of this. We thought we'd sell like 20 million, and that didn't happen. So I think they're just like putting as low as number they can, and when next year's reports come, it's like we sold 500 times our anticipated rate, and boom, that might happen.
I mean, they said 3 million in a whole year. I could see them selling 3 million by the end of summer because of Mario Kart. So
yeah, so I think that I don't pay attention to their guidance because I think they're really under lowballing it. Hopefully, at least. So, anything else, Aaron, on that topic?
Nope. Let's move on.
Okay, excellent. One question I wanted to pose. I was playing Wii Fit U quite a bit, and in the boxing, you don't have a shirt on. So I noticed Mii's, they don't got no nipples. They're nippleless. And I noticed other bodily features of Mii's, they don't have no gender parts at all. So that's in relation to the Tomodachi craziness that the internet exploded with. That I don't think Nintendo anticipated at all, because this is just a localization effort of a Japanese game.
Are you talking about the same-sex relationship?
Yeah, so I noticed Mii's, they're kind of genderless to begin with, and you can make a male Mii look female if you wanted to, because really, they don't have breasts, they don't got none of the parts, you know?
You can't be attracted to someone if they don't have breast.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, they don't got the parts. Mii's are genderless.
Here's the thing about that, though.
How are they falling in love, then?
If they're genderless, then why even let you choose male or female?
It's so you choose male or female to help the customizer help make it easier to make that Mii.
Make it look like a female or make it look like a male?
Yeah, even though the parts are missing.
Then why not just give you a big yellow smiley face? And that's.
I mean, half that Tomodachi trailer was of Mii's falling in love with each other.
Yeah, so, that's a big part of the game. So there's no same-sex relationships because this is not in the original game, and they're not recoding it. They're just translating it.
Well, they know that, now they know for next time.
Now they know for next time that people will care about this stuff. And for if a sequel comes, they did announce that we'll include that to be more inclusive of everybody. People are comparing this to The Sims. I'm not sure if that's an opt comparison. I think it's The Sims is so mundane as I'm living in a house. I'm controlling exactly what this person is doing. This seems more like I'm looking in.
Sims is so micromanaged. I can't stand it.
Yeah, so this is much less micromanaged as you're looking in on what they're doing. I think part of it might have been these Mii's kind of do whatever the heck they want, and how freaked out would your 5-year-old be if they, went in and viewed that happening, maybe, and I don't know. Maybe that's part of it.
I don't see what would be freaked out about it. I mean, the game's already... It's already very mild,
I love if
so
I could marry my dog in this game and do crazy stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
What?
Like, if the,
What did you just say?
Well,
marry your dog?
Like, this is a quirky and weird game. Why not let us marry pets and weird things like that in the game, Because it's all weird already, so let's just make this as bizarre as possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a little off the rails. I don't know about marrying dogs.
Well, you already, I don't know. People love the dogs, I guess.
It's true. I mean, there was that woman that married a Ferris wheel. That was...
What?
Oh, yeah. You can look that up.
Married a Ferris
but,
wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are thinking this is a simple thing to change and recode, and it's definitely not. I mean, it seems like if you're going to do it right, you have to retool a major mechanic of the game with procreation, how that all works, and it seems like it gets getting a lot of criticism before people have actually played this game. That us Americans just looking at it without playing it know what the right answer is automatically. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something.
I'm not buying the game because I'm very upset.
You're joking, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good. And I gotta set something straight. It is Tomodachi. Tomodachi is not a Japanese word, I gotta say. It's a last name sometimes, but it's not a Japanese word used in any regard to friend or anything like that. So, Tomodachi. Anyways. Any comments, Aaron, on this one? I don't know if I don't mean to offend anybody when I talk about this stuff. I just don't know how to,
No, I'm
just
all for
keep 'em
same-sex
straight.
couples. I have
I'm
tons
just,
of friends.
I'm all for it.
I'm
and
for it in
I'll-
the game, but I don't
care
understand the
about
anger
the game,
of
yeah.
thinking Nintendo's going to recode an entire game, and I don't think it'll.
I understand the reason why people would want to speak out, because if you just let it go, then you're
won't
getting
change.
pushed to the side.
In retrospect,
and,
it was
yeah, it's
good
not gonna
they
change.
spoke out, and now the sequel would have that. But to expect unrealistic things of them recoding a game that's due out in a month, that's unrealistic. And to expect them to delay the game while they recode it is even more unrealistic, because I want that summer game, and a lot of people do as well.
Well, I don't think it's that people upset that they're not going to recode it. I think it's people upset that how it was coded to begin with.
Yes, that was it. And they got their word out, and now Nintendo knows to change it in the future, so it was a success. So.
In Japan, I don't think same-sex marriages aren't. They're not
Well,
in
there's-
Japan, so I'm not sure they could do that in Japan.
All
if they're
right.
localizing it, right?
Same-sex marriage is not as prevalent in Japan.
It's
However,
not legal.
There are homosexual people in Japan.
There
there's
are.
a lot
It's not a
because
legal thing.
They are everywhere.
because their population is actually going down. So
Oh.
that was one of their problems actually, that they're trying to figure out what to do.
Well, isn't that also
there's
because of population density and they just don't have room for them?
from what I've heard
So people
from
disappear.
some
Well,
Japanese.
I mean, and money's tighter, so you don't have as many kids. That's the thing of the time.
What I've heard from some Japanese foreign exchange students is that in Japan they blame it all on homosexuals. So
Okay.
I'm just telling you, that's what I hear. So I don't know.
Yeah, it is totally against the law.
But, so, I'm not sure, would Japan, as a country, not even allow that kind of thing in their games? Like,
I don't
so,
know.
so you expected an original game, then to expect, yeah. So, I don't know. It's all about
yeah.
expectations, I guess.
I'm in Wikipedia, and it says Article 24 of the Japanese Constitution states that, quote, marriage shall be the Japanese Constitution states that marriage shall be based only on the mutual consent of both sexes and shall be maintained through mutual cooperation with the equal rights of husband and wife as a basis.
Yeah.
So husband and wife are in there. So.
But guys, I'm also hoping that we can start a petition for Animal Crossing marriages. Come on,
we
Wii
go.
version. I want to marry some.
You want to marry? What's the person? Yeah, Carmen.
Carmen.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Carmen.
Whoa,
We got some beautiful babies, some
You
rabid
don't even
human
have
babies.
same-sex marriage, but you want bestiality?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
let's do it.
We went there.
Do
It's
it.
terrible. Yeah, that's bad
Please
because
went there.
Get-
because
What's
your
it?
character is a person in there.
Yeah, he's a
so-
total human.
He's
and you're
a human.
with A
They
blue
should,
bear.
they should have that. You know, I've asked Carmen to move in. She always rejects.
I got a
me.
penguin moving in my town. I'm excited.
Yeah.
His name's
So wasn't
Cool.
it in the first Animal Crossing you had horns? Like,
Yeah,
it was
I
weird.
did. No, it was the hat you had on. I think had horns.
I don't know. I thought that you had horns. I thought that was just a thing because I don't know, but
But anyways, I thought I'd bring up the Animal Crossing marriages thing because I think that should be a thing. Quite honestly, it'd be great. You know,
It'd be great. Tim
it
said.
would.
it would be great.
Or
Marry
even if I
Carmen.
can't marry him, why can't the other villagers, you know, marry each other? That'd be kind of interesting.
It would be interesting if they
Like,
could
for
marry
the
and,
couple,
like,
you have the
have
Animal
kids.
Crossing couples break up.
Yeah,
you
and
have
then you could
kids.
just deal with all
Yeah, that'd be
this stuff.
so
Yeah.
great. You'd have all this
And
great
the
drama.
kids-
And the
divorce.
kids would have to go trade house on like the weekends. And,
That's gonna be awesome.
You would have
come on.
two. Get this. You would have 2 rooms. You would have 2 bedrooms. You could.
Yes.
That's extra
This
space
is a
for
great
other
idea,
stuff.
Nintendo. Animal Crossing, marriages, and
Divorces.
yeah.
Same sex and bestiality in the same
Yes.
day.
I'm just thinking like this game could just get really crazy to where if like your wife leaves you and like the kid doesn't like you, gotta try to win back the kid's affection by giving him all these gifts and playing games with them.
You know what would be awesome in Animal Crossing if you had if you bought a computer in your house and you had there was an Animal Crossing social network you went on and gossiped about people and said
Yeah.
stuff.
No,
Wouldn't that
it'd be bizarre if you had Tomodachi and Animal Crossing in the same system. You open the computer and view your Tomodachi world for a couple minutes and you go back to Animal Crossing.
What if in
You
Animal Crossing
you wouldn't have to leave Animal Crossing ever.
instead of having a shovel and a all the stupid tools you have. You had like a smartphone, and you just walked around looking at your smartphone all the time. You're taking selfies and pictures of everything, and that's all everyone did. Like everyone you talk to, you just instead of talking to them, you like message them.
Yeah,
and
you would
stuff.
text them.
Oh, boy. Animal Crossing app. Come on, Nintendo. That's going to be number 2 on your list after Wii Fit U.
It'd be called Animal Crossing. Duh.
Hashtag duh.
Hashtag Animal Crossing. That's what it'd be called. Hashtag Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I love it.
So,
I totally
we all think Animal Crossing for Wii U is coming this winter.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't see it. It's too soon. There's no room.
I think it's coming. I think it's coming like winter.
Yeah.
Probably at the start of next year. That's what I think.
But Animal Crossing, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like we always see it in Japan first, and then we always see the translated version everywhere else.
That's the curious thing. Will they do the Pokemon style thing with this?
Oh,
Yeah,
like
Pokemon style.
Worldwide launch.
Worldwide?
altogether.
Worldwide.
Maybe.
I mean, I'd like it, but I just don't. I don't know.
We'll see.
Is that the game the Wii U needs right now? I don't know.
No,
think so.
but it's an easy game. I feel so. The weird thing with Animal Crossing, it seems like one of the easiest games to code, except
that?
for the language.
There's so
the
many
text,
assets. I
The
don't.
tech. Well, they can farm that stuff out pretty easily. Like make this bench that that's the easy thing to outsource. I feel, but the language and the text is
That's
the
the whole
hard
game.
part.
Yeah.
That's the hard part of this game and
It's
the
whole game.
length of
It's
development.
the text.
Yeah. So it's an author's game. It's all. It's a
We'll
book.
see. It's not that I don't want to see it. I just don't see it. I'd rather see a Metro.
You don't see it yet.
I don't
but you'll
see it yet.
But you'll see it this winter.
E3. I'd love to be proven wrong. I want hashtag Animal Crossing.
Did you know they
Hashtag
printed
Animal
these
Crossing.
manuals in the USA back in the day? It's pretty great.
Where'd they print the game?
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah,
Outsourcing our manuals.
it's made in Japan, but the manual is printed in America.
They don't have paper in Japan. It's full of people.
That's true. It's true.
No trees.
So
Just
speaking
bonsai
of
trees.
Double Dash, I just wanted to. I played it quite a bit at finally unlocked Special Cup. I've never played those races before. Never unlocked them.
I feel like Double Dash looks better than the Wii version.
I feel it does too.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to point out some really cool things that this game did that other games haven't done since. The first cool thing is just the special items that each pair of racers get. So like with Bowser and Baby Bowser, you have this huge Bowser shell that you can swing around the course, and every pair has a special item. So that's kind of a cool thing that they got away with. They got away from. That I feel will be cool to return at some point. The other just intriguing thing is you have the 2-item thing where you have some of them with 2 items. That's kind of cool and different. And just the notion of 2 racers being there is just really awesome and kind of bizarre.
Yeah, that game was like the last co-op game where you would like go over to someone else's house. Like that's what I remember of it. It was the last time I ever went over to someone else's house to play a game co-op.
Can you play 8-player Double Dash with 4 players with 4 people on the screen?
I don't know how you would do that because you don't have enough controllers.
As you do a LAN. Could you do that?
I never tried, man. So
Okay.
Does it say on the back of the box?
It says you can connect up to 8 GameCubes, so that's kind of vague as to
Does it
how many
really
players.
say that on
8
Wow.
GameCubes, yeah. We should do that one day. We should just get 8 GameCubes, land them together, and play Double
Holy
Dash.
cow.
Crazy.
I wonder if
I've got one. I could, they're cheap. You can just buy a bunch of GameCubes.
games
50 bucks
are
a
only
piece,
like
probably.
$20. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 to 50 bucks for GameCube.
Whoa, $50. You're getting ripped off for a GameCube.
Really? That's what I bought one for.
I feel like the ones at my used game store by my house are all like $20.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of for like 40 to 50 with like the Game Boy player. So that one seems like a pretty good.
That's a good deal.
Oh, that's a good deal because the Game Boy player is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Double Dash. I'm really impressed with just how it all works, and I love that they're juggling the mushrooms when they have 3 of them, and they're doing just funny things with them. It's well done.
It is.
And with Star, when I was the Star thing, I would steal items from people. That's kind of cool. They did a lot of just different things. Like this felt like the most different Mario Kart game ever.
I'm watching an
was.
8-player LAN party on YouTube.
Oh,
And
awesome.
and it took a lot of skill too.
The
You had to
frame
like
rate is so horrible.
Yeah, it's a hard game. Like Double Dash, I was having some struggle.
you had to really communicate if you were playing with another person on like the back of your cart.
Yeah.
Because when you
Yeah.
turn, if they hit the triggers too, then you can get like a little speed boost and get those
Yes,
corners real sharp.
starting, you get a special start with
Yep.
2 people. And I love when you get hit, the guy in the back's like hanging off the back of it.
Yeah.
And when you're playing as Yoshi in the back, he'll use his tongue to attack people next to you, which is really just a cool touch.
Yeah, that was one of the things I forgot. You could, if you were on the back, you could try to like
Attack people.
Yeah, you could attack people. Which
Even
is
with
awesome.
just your tongue or something for Yoshi.
Yeah.
It's great. So, Double Dash. I was inspired to play, being able to Mario Kart 8 to
How much did you play of Mario Kart Wii? Did you play a lot of that?
not a ton, I gotta
'Cause I
say.
didn't play like.
I should probably load that one up again. But it was fun because like some of these Double Dash races, I first played them on my 3DS for Mario Kart 7. It's like I played this. Oh, that's from Mario Kart 7. Oh, that's how it was different and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario Kart Wii was just a huge letdown because of the controls, I feel.
You don't like the wheel?
Nope.
No, too much
No.
focus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other topics before we get to the bombshell of the week?
What was the bombshell? 'Cause
You know
Oh,
what
you
it
know the
is.
bombshell.
Yeah,
I'm
I got
gonna
something.
be the very best.
All right, so I got a couple things before that. Let me just go down my list, see what we haven't covered. Yes, we got all that.
Shovel Knight was submitted to Nintendo.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yes, that
I'd
was
heard of-
from Kickstarter's website. They announced. So,
There is also a $500 NES made of aluminum up for, I think, pre-order or something. With HDMI output and some cool stuff. I
It's
don't know.
just kind of weird. Why?
It's kinda
that
bizarre.
Whoa! Did you say a 3DS with HDMI output?
No, an NES.
Oh, an NES. Oh,
Made
okay.
of aluminum. It's very interesting.
in the U.S., we just call that aluminum.
I was being fancy. Being fancy. Aluminum.
Okay.
Did you
You're
guys
not-
hear that?
Not Johnny Ive.
Aaron,
Sonic.
is Sonic still coming out of your window there?
No, this. What are you talking about over here?
Behind you. What is that? No,
Over-
even more.
That
That's a
right there.
television.
That thing I just covered up.
No,
That's
yeah.
That's a light. We have a bunch of down in my basement.
It's like 10:30. How is it still bright?
Yeah, we got a lot of lights down here. So
That's good. That's good. Anyways, what's next up on our list here?
let's see. Temple of Time was recreated using Unreal Engine 4.
That's cool.
Go check it out. It looks pretty nice. So,
That's very cool.
and then other than that, I just got what I've been playing this week. Oh, okay. So what I've been
You got
playing
Mario
was,
Golf.
was Kirby. I played a little
Yep,
bit Kirby
Kirby.
earlier in the week, and then I picked up Mario Golf this weekend, and I played 2 games of it, and it was pretty fun. And I have a
Are you
feeling
about
like
to
this
brag how you
game.
beat me in the third?
Oh, we're gonna get to that. I have a feeling that this game is going to take over, because now that I'm like working, I get home and I don't really feel like doing a whole lot.
It's the
I don't
perfect
wanna
casual
get into it.
game where you
yeah,
just, like,
it's
load it
so
up
fun, and it has just I would say for me it has a little bit less I don't know, tweaking that you can do as far as like the ball control. I was kind of talking about that, but it's still really fun. So it's a really nice
Tons of
casual game.
unlockables. Like it feels like there's always something to unlock for like 100 hours probably.
Yeah. And then I did play against him, and
Yep, online mode versus.
and let me just go ahead. I can't get that right, but just
You didn't even leave the screen. Oh, that's your iPad. Okay.
yeah, it's the iPad. It's all screwing up here. I don't know how to do this.
Basically, he beat me by a sudden death tournament at the very end where we were tying the whole match, and he beat me.
Okay, here we go.
So he won, right?
Everyone, look at that. If you're watching the video feed, see Tim over there in his little Yoshi costume crying.
Well, that's because I was in just a costume. You had the real wheel of the ocean.
I did have the real Yoshi, but you've also had this game much longer than I have. So.
Well, I tamed it down because I was just going to be Star Bowser and beat your butt, but I toned it down to make it a little bit more even,
Can't wait for Mario Kart. We can really bash each other.
Oh, this will be great. Mario Kart,
Yeah.
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm just getting my practice trash talking. So
Yeah, we will.
no, it was just fun. It was a fun game. So.
That's cool.
John, pick this game up.
Mario
30
Golf.
bucks.
Oh,
30
God.
bucks.
It's so worth it. Like I was actually questioning it the other day when I picked it up.
Didn't we talk about this last week? Didn't we talk about this?
Yeah, did you get
Did we?
3D Land yet?
No, because I'm playing Kirby.
Oh, okay.
I'm not made of money. I can't.
Okay. As long as you got
What,
something.
you're not made of money?
As long as you got something you're playing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any compelling reason for me. Everyone who plays it is in love with it, but I just don't see the appeal of Mario Golf. I'm sorry.
I think the online competition is a lot of
Yeah,
awesomeness.
and
Aaron, isn't this a slow game? Weren't you just complaining about slow games with SubWars?
oh, this is not slow. No,
This is fast-paced.
it's yeah,
Even
it
at
is
speed golf
fast paced.
runs,
How can golf be fast paced?
It's
Even at
well
speed
because
golf,
it's not
you know.
like it's like Hot Shots golf is the best way to compare it to. I mean, it's like
It's not a
wacky
contemplative golf
and-
game. This is your
Yeah.
fast-paced action-adventure golf game
It is.
in cartoon style.
If I get this and there's no action adventure, I'm going to be TO'd.
There is action adventure. You like run around and you find where the courses are. It's like you have like a clubhouse and you can go talk to all the characters from various Mario games, and
It's pretty solid.
yeah,
Pretty solid.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
And for 30 bucks, this
Like,
is,
I care what
this is-
Toad's got to say about golf.
Oh, you want to hear what Toad has to say about golf? He tells you how to put some backspin on your ball and stuff. So,
Pretty great.
but yeah, it's a really good game, and I see there's some of the spots that are open for like the DLC maps and stuff. So
Yeah, I'll get
So.
the DLC at some point. Probably sometime when they're all out. I think I'll just get them all
Yeah.
at once.
But what I was going to say is, oh yeah, whenever we were playing, at the end of playing a match online, you get your country's flag, like a whole suit, or what do you say, like uniform or whatever, of your country's flag. So, Tim, whenever you and I finish, we got the red, white, and blue one.
Yep.
And then it says when you play against people from like another country, then you switch with them and you get their costume as well.
Also, know this, Aaron. You can change your flag whenever you want. It's not based in your region of your system.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But just what you choose to be playing at. So you can change it as often as you want. So we could collect them all between ourselves pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which
And
you may
could-
want to do.
And you could do it yourself in like 10 minutes.
Well, I don't own 2 copies of Mario Golf.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
to buy
that's
a
true.
second copy. I don't want to do that. I'm not that crazy.
Do you have multiple copies of Pokemon, right?
Well, that's serious. Pokemon, Aaron. Pokemon is special. It's a special butterfly. And it's X and... Well, I own... I'm trying to think. I just own 2 copies of Pokemon. X and Y. I don't own 3.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought I
you
owned
did
3.
for a second, but
Yeah. So, and I've been playing a lot of Wii Fit U this week, a lot of Mario Golf, and Double Dash. Played some Starfighter on my PS2. I could not beat that final level. That's pretty aggravating, pretty difficult. That's about it. Anything you've been
John.
playing, John, before we get to Pokemon?
I've been playing a lot more Animal Crossing. I'm getting back into Animal Crossing slowly.
I got a letter from my Animal Crossing mom today.
I didn't check that. I played today, but I didn't check my mailbox.
Yeah.
I had to bury a time capsule today.
Ooh. What, you bury a time capsule in Animal Crossing?
oh,
Yeah,
you haven't
so-
done that yet?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
So someone came up to me and was like, "Yo, I got this time capsule and I'm too lazy to bury it. Can you bury it for me?" And I was like, "Sure."
What?
And
How
I
did this
could've-
happen? Just
I
random
could have
event?
opened this up and just looked at it, but I didn't. I actually went and buried it. So
So, how's that happen? Just a random person?
it's just random. Yeah.
Yeah, it's random.
got that.
It's really cool because if you go back, like, it usually takes like more than a week. Then they'll be like, hey, can you go find that time capsule? And if you still know where it is and you go find it, there's always like a really funny letter in there.
Now,
Like,
is there an X under it once you bury it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But does it stay there? Like tomorrow, will I go back and be able to see the same spot?
Well, what I've noticed is that, all right, so I always do it in the same place. So if they ask me like to bury it, I always put it right in front of their sign of their house,
That's
so I
smart.
know where it's going to be. And I noticed that like the first day when you put it there, it'll show the little spot where it is. But all the other days it won't be there until the day that they're going to say that they want you to go find it, and then it'll pop back up again.
Cool.
Yeah. So you won't dig it up thinking it's a fossil or something.
Yeah, I don't dig anymore because I have all the fossils. So.
Yeah, I still need like 7, 6,
Yeah.
something like that.
I have one more.
Oh.
I've been looking for that one for you, the mammoth or a mammoth head.
Mammoth Head, yeah.
Yep.
I thought one of our listeners said they had that.
He did, but I never. It was art. I never got up with him on it.
Oh, you should get up with him on that. He might.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I feel like I should do it on my own, but I'd probably.
Part of the
take it from
community of Animal Crossing.
I know. Yeah.
So I was playing one day, and I was like thinking to myself, I was like, man, I've been buying so many plants trying to get like the golden axe, and I'm not getting it. I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna give up on this. And then like the next day, I was like, you know what? I think I'll try. And I went and bought one plant, and then he's like, oh, here's a golden axe.
That's what happened.
You were gonna give up.
Yeah, because I was like, I've been doing this so long.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
takes 50.
forever.
Doesn't it take 50 or something?
And I was like, I feel like I've been doing this for like since I got the game, and so
It's not even worth it. I mean, it's worth it because golden axe
It's great
is
because
awesome.
I hate going through axes. That's so annoying.
It sucks. Yeah.
So now I actually feel like I want to kind of rearrange my town and put some trees where I want them to be and stuff. So
I've been rearranging my flowers. It's quite nice.
I have huge flower forests in my town. I got 2 of them.
yeah, I thought about like yesterday I turned on the game. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go take out some trees and plant some more. I'm gonna plant some flowers. And then I started up the game, and it was like someone's birthday party. And I'm like, oh, let me go to this person's birthday party. and then something came up, so I just closed my 3DS. And then today I opened it up, and I was still at the birthday party. So I made it like an all-nighter. I made it an all-nighter. Well, it did once I left their house.
He got blasted.
yeah, I got blasted, so I had to leave. Free T-shirts, man. Those are the best.
I miss those college T-shirts.
Yeah.
So, Pokemon?
Yeah.
What's this you speak about Pokemon?
Well,
This chip.
yeah. Well, I thought we would be getting Z next.
Yeah, me too.
But evidently, we're getting Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which is coming this November for 3DS. This is the 3rd generation. We've had Fire Red, Leaf Green, Soul Silver, Heart Gold, and now Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And this is rather awesome because I've never played this region.
It's the worst.
I've heard it's the most unique and different.
Yeah, it's very different from all the other Pokemon.
Which might be good, and if they remastered it in a cool way, maybe you'll like it this time.
Did you see the video they posted?
This
footage, quote unquote.
This video is kind of hilarious because I probably could have made this video because all they did was show the 2 legendary Pokemon from the box, which I have, so I could have probably just put those next to Y and shown them facing each other, and that's the video, right?
Are you talking the second video they released, the one where they're just standing there, the ones
Yeah.
in the wad? Yeah, like what
I could have
was
made that my X and Y copy
Yeah.
with my Pokemon.
I honestly feel like they announced this game and they have not even started working on it.
No, they definitely have, right?
The box art looks like some kid made it in MS Paint.
Now, the box art worries me with it says limited 3D usage. So what that tells me is they have not improved the game engine since X and Y came out.
No,
What it means is if you turn the 3D on, then your game's gonna like slow down to like stop motion, and
So that is my worry.
This
Have
was
they
built-
not
this was
improved the
totally
engine
built
at all?
on the same exact. Yeah, this is totally.
Have
built
they
on
not
the same-
improved the internet to crashing out when you hit the home button at all, or any of that stuff?
I didn't have that issue.
oh yeah,
No,
you
you
will.
have,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. If you are connected online and you hit the home button when you come back to the game, it's like, oh, you're disconnected now.
Like hit the home button on the 3DS, like I'm leaving the game.
Yeah, like to check the
Yeah.
time.
Why would I ever? I never hit that button. Why would I?
You don't ever do it to check the time. That's what I
No.
normally do it for, or like
I
to
have a
change
smartphone,
like the
man.
brightness. Like if I go up to my room
Yeah,
and
we
it's
just change the
dark.
brightness all the time.
I never
Yeah.
change my brightness. It's always on max.
So
Oh, how do you play it
the
at
game,
night?
X and Y freezes a lot for me when I hit the home
I don't
button.
know, I like a bright screen at night. I don't know. I'm in my
So
living
this-
room. It's not that dark. I don't know.
So I guess my question here is Fire Red and Leaf Green. They added some cool stuff from what I understand. Do you remember what that was?
I mean, the art style was complete. I mean, that was the big.
Like
thing,
I
is
heard
it
they added
looked
content
better.
to it.
They did not. I don't think so. No.
They didn't.
I mean, obviously they polished. It looked a lot better. It was up to snuff with the Game Boy Advance games at the time. But as far as adding,
So I
stuff,
never played the originals. I played Fire Red.
The only thing I think they added was better way of trading Pokemon and battling people because they added the little infrared, like the little wireless link cables. So they improved upon that aspect. But I honestly think the game was pretty much identical to the originals. I might be wrong. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it is. It just looks a lot better. Those are Fire Red and Leaf Green are the best Pokemon.
I love them.
Yeah,
they're great.
Awesome.
Now with Soul Silver, we had the Pokewalker and all sorts of cool stuff added to it, right?
I didn't play those versions, so
You never played Heart Gold
No.
or Soul Silver?
I know I need to because
See, those I think are the best Pokemon games ever.
Gold and Silver. were
Because
my
you have
favorites.
both regions. You have,
Oh, I know. I played the original.
okay, they're
They
so
were awesome. Yeah, and they have some of my favorite Pokemon in them.
good. I love the fire starter of that one.
Cyndaquil, yeah, Cyndaquil's
Yeah,
cool.
so
See,
great.
Ruby and Sapphire really did not do it for me. When it came out, it felt too. It did not. I did not feel like Pokemon was going in the right direction when that game came out. I did not like how they. I did not. I was not a fan of the 2-on-2 battles. I was not a fan of that. I felt it slowed the game down.
You know, X and Y is 3 on whatever battle.
I know, but the thing is, with Ruby and Sapphire, it was a new feature, and I feel like they shoved it on you like every chance they got. It was always 2-on-2, always 2-on-2.
Well, with the remake, they might change that up and make it
Hopefully,
separate.
yeah. And with X and Y, and even Diamond and Pearl, the ones after that, they did a better job of not like making it the whole.
And it
game.
sounds like they're gonna expand. They said expansive. What word did they use? It was like they're adding more places to go in this game. Is what it.
Yeah,
like
that's
dynamic.
that's the other
exciting
problem I had
world.
with Ruby and Sapphire. I felt the map was very claustrophobic.
It felt like the announcement worded it like there are going to be more spaces to go, places to go.
Yeah, like it was. The map in Gold and Silver and the Red and Blue was so. I mean, it just worked so well. I could. Ruby and Sapphire are my favorite.
Now, the reason I didn't see this one coming is the reason I thought Fire Red and Heart Gold came out were mainly to enable Pokemon transfer from Gen 1 and Gen 2 to the new batch of GBA upwards of transferability. Because Game Boy and Game Boy Color games were cut off, so they needed these two to make everything available. So Ruby and Sapphire, they're not necessary for transfer. It just, helps out to make it
It's just
more...
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
It makes it easier for sure, yeah.
But which one do you guys think you're gonna get?
I got Ruby.
Ruby,
I got Ruby
probably.
when the OGs came out, so I might have to
No,
go Sapphire.
Is Sapphire the one with the big whale thing?
Yeah.
I might get that, because the whale looks cool.
My birthstone's Sapphire, so I should probably get Sapphire.
Now, do you think we'll have colored cartridges this time?
Probably not.
They didn't have them for X and Y. I guess there's no colors for X and Y, so it doesn't matter.
Not officially. I mean, it is X is red, kind of.
Were
No,
those not
X is
colored?
blue.
Were they not colored, the cartridges?
Oh, yeah, X is blue. They aren't colored cartridges. No.
They had the different color 3DSs.
They did.
I don't care because I'm downloading it.
That's what I'm gonna do too. Midnight.
Midnight launch!
Yeah,
I kind of want to do another one of those.
yeah, we're gonna do one.
Now-
we're gonna
now-
have to do it.
So, as far as the National Pokedex goes in these remakes, how does that work? Because are these Gen 3 or is this officially Gen 7.5 or something? How does that work?
So are you asking, are they bring new Pokemon into this
Like with
whole
Pokemon
game?
Bank, this is also been the first Pokemon Bank game where we have Pokemon Bank available while this is out. So we have both X and Y and this for Bank.
Well, in Gold and in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I'm pretty sure you could transfer Pokemon from Gold and Silver over to it. I mean,
No, you couldn't because there's GBA. You couldn't get Game Boy the GBA. That was the whole.
not?
No, that was the whole cutoff thing where that was not possible. You could get. Was Fire Red the first GBA Pokemon game?
No, Ruby and Sapphire was.
That was the first GBA Pokemon game.
Yeah, so Ruby and Sapphire were the first Game Boy Advance ones.
Could
and
you
then Fire
transfer
Red-
Ruby to Fire Red?
Yeah, so that's why they came out. Fire Red and I think Leaf Green came out, so you would have like all the old Pokemon to bring into Ruby and Sapphire.
So could you go Ruby to Fire Red though?
I think so. Pretty
Well,
sure you could.
Yeah, so I guess my question is,
Can you do that in
National
this one?
Pokemon Dex, does that work, and how's that?
I don't.
Yeah.
In Gold, Silver, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, could you bring in? I mean, was that limited to 250 Pokemon?
I'm not sure. I beat the game, but I've never tried because it's always been self-contained for me.
Because yeah, there's definitely more than 250 Pokemon out. When
With
This
and with
time.
Pokemon Bank, the way it currently works is as long as I have access to PC, I can get Pokemon from Pokemon Bank at any time during the X and Y. Will that be changed at all with these games?
Like I said, I don't even think they started these games. So.
So I think they definitely have. Right?
Yeah, I think they started them.
from that video they showed, it didn't look like it.
Well, they're just trying to be very little by little. But,
They're like, wouldn't this be a great idea?
Let's see how it goes over.
Let's see if people like this idea. Oh, they like it. Let's
Yeah.
no,
But
working
yeah,
on
I'm
it.
just so curious on that because I could potentially start my game with some crazy good Pokemon. But I feel like that'd cheaten the experience. I don't.
But you wouldn't be able to use them until you got up to a certain.
No,
Your
well, I
badges,
could
yeah.
use my shinies. Like I have some level 1 shinies I've been breeding, so I could start. I could have that could be my shiny game where I just use all my shiny Pokemon. But I wouldn't want to do that. I don't think. I'd want to start fresh. I think.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the fun is training all of them.
And so yeah, so that's the other question is. So I feel like Mega Evolutions are gonna be a big thing with this game. That they're gonna add a bunch load of Mega Evolutions. These legendaries in the box will probably have Mega Evolutions as well as these starters. I'd imagine.
You think? I don't.
That's got to be a huge part of this. I feel.
I don't know. That's changing the original pretty hardcore.
I feel like that's something they do though.
I don't
Because like, what else are they gonna do to add this? and
I don't
that
think
again?
they would do them like Mega
I think they're
Evolution.
really
No,
gonna-
they've got to.
I
They've
think
got
they're
to.
literally just going to remake this game.
No,
Yeah.
Mega Evolutions. They're gonna be there. I bet.
But that wouldn't really make sense though, because
Um,
if it wasn't in the originals, then why would they just throw it in? They'd
Why
have
would
to,
they
it would
throw
change.
in Mega Charizard? Oh, no.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that would change, like, because that
X and Y was a
continues
good
the
game.
story. Yeah, it was like
But this is Gen
it was
like
after
this
this.
is it pushes it to the end of the timeline now, where this is Gen 7.5.
no,
now.
this is reliving the
No.
original.
Yeah, this is
experience.
just
But
a
I
re-
can import
this is a retelling
Xerneas,
of the
but
same
I can
story.
import Xerneas into this. You couldn't import Xerneas into Ruby. Just saying.
That doesn't mean that the tech wasn't available. It's just you didn't know of it at the time. So.
I could.
But
I
the
could-
tech was available for Mega Evolutions weren't always available in Pokemon. They just weren't discovered yet. This is a new discovery. And once
Exactly.
the discovery is made, it can happen for any of them.
No, because if it wasn't discovered at the time, when you're retelling the story, you can't just throw it in and say,
Yeah, you can. What are you talking about?
"No, that doesn't make any sense." Like,
Oh, you're saying in the story of this
okay,
game. Where
when
did they
you
put that?
when you tell people a story from your childhood, you don't talk about how you were using, like your MacBook and when you were doing your homework, because it wasn't out yet. So you can't just throw it in.
I think I'm gonna be right in this one, but only
We'll
time
see.
will tell.
I think I'm with Aaron on this one.
I think that this is Mega Evolution is this. It's a big thing. that
I could take him or
people do
leave
that.
him. I could care less about Mega Evolutions.
But I think the Pokemon Company feels it's an important thing to start including in. What better way than
They
to
should
start
ditch it.
Mega
They should,
Evolving?
they should just forget it ever happened.
I like the Evolutions. I think they're swell.
It's weird. It's very non-Pokemon.
I feel like it's a nice thing to have. However, it takes up too much time when you're doing the Mega
So it's a
Evolution
Yeah,
cool
man,
transfer.
thing.
it's
I always
way
turn on
too much
3D
time.
and see its evolution. That's cool.
You should be able just to hit a button when it starts going to just skip it. It's just like, okay, now you're Mega.
Maybe that's
got your
part of the
Mega
tweaking
Evolution.
process with
You
this
gotta
game.
turn off battle animations.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. That's
Because then I used to do that when I was a kid because I got so bored watching the same thing over and over again. You just fly through all the text.
So, I'm excited just to have another world of this beautiful kind of Pokemon game. Because
Are you going to play Ruby and Sapphire before this?
Heck no, that'd ruin it.
You know
Yeah,
what this
it
means
would,
though? I need to
because they
finish
suck.
X finally. So.
You do need to finish X. I'm still
was
trying to
playing-
breed a shiny Charmander.
I played X the other day. And I
Yeah.
pretty much remembered why I stopped playing. I have nothing else to do in that game.
So you can do shiny breeding.
That's just so...
You can fill out the Pokedex.
Laborious.
Like Tim
Fill out the
did.
Pokedex, yeah. Get all
That's the thing.
700.
Like, the only thing left to do that game is fill up the Pokedex. And I'm not going to half-ass it. I got to do it all if I'm going to do it. And I do not have
Do
the
it,
time.
dude, man. I
You
did
got,
it.
you got 200
There's like
hours?
700 Pokemon.
It took me about a month, 2 months to do it. It's
There's
possible.
way too many. There's
You can
too
do it.
many.
It was actually fast. It was probably a month or half a month to do it for me. I was hardcore. I was just doing it.
Which means in like hour time, John, that's like
It's been
4
100
years.
hours for me. 100
That's
hours.
like, that's like a year.
It's been 100 hours complete Pokedex for me. It's possible. You have to resort to eBay though. In some
I'll be playing
situations.
ABC before that comes out. Pokemon ABC.
Now the last part of this I
1,
wanted to
2,
mention
3,
is
whatever's next. One in Pokemon 1 and 2.
so the last part of this is the naming Alpha and Omega, which I find is weird because there are
Pokemon Asterisk and Ampersand.
Well, no. Well, in the Pokemon lore, there are Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, that are the Pokemon of creation and the Pokemon of like the Pokemon that created the whole universe type thing. And those
What
aren't
are
these
you
Pokemon.
talking about?
There's Pokemon that exist that created the world of Pokemon and created the things in it. Like that is a thing of Pokemon. And these aren't those Pokemon. So Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end, it seems like this is the wrong naming for these games, obviously, right?
It's just a name, man.
It's just a name.
It's not
It's
like
like a vital thing, like Alpha and Omega. That seems like the worst name at all. You know,
It's not
I'd
like-
have it like
it's not like Soul Silver is the only Pokemon game with Soul.
but Soul Silver. That's powerful. Like Alpha.
Yeah, Alpha Omega or whatever. What is
Alpha
it?
Ruby. That's so
What are
lame.
these?
Like I hate these names. They needed better Ruby and Sapphire names. I feel like they're stones. Like they should emphasize their stone nature.
Shiny Ruby and Sparkling Sapphire.
Something like that. I don't know. Something cooler.
So this just made me think about the naming of the last game. So
X and
you know,
Y.
yeah. So X and Y, was that all about the
Xerneas,
male and female?
Ugatil,
No, I was
and-
thinking about the male and female Pokemon and breeding. X
That's
and
been there
Y.
forever, though. Male and female.
Was it always there? I don't know. But then they,
Since Gold and Silver.
but they never. I mean, okay. From what I understand, I
And
never played
so you have
those.
Xerneas,
But-
Yveltal, and you also have Zygarde for Z. But it was also X and Y and people getting along and the whole theme of the game kind of thing. It was
I think it's just they ran out of colors.
I don't know.
They're gonna do like I told you. They're gonna do symbols next time. They're gonna do like they're gonna look at their keyboard and go, let's do hashtag and ampersand. Okay.
Forward
Pokemon
slash
hashtag
and backslash.
Forward slash and Pokemon forward slash and backslash. We're out of ideas. We're totally out. Moon. We're gonna do planet. Saturn.
Well, you
and
do
Neptune.
Pokemon, Pokemon Ocean and Pokemon Land.
Pokemon Mountain, Pokemon Beach, Pokemon Mountains,
Pokemon Beach is, I think, its website, right?
Pokemon Italy,
What?
Pokemon France.
Pokemon Beach, the website.
I'm not going to that.
No, Poke Beach.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah,
kids,
I don't know.
kids don't go there.
Pokemon
Pokemon Rainforest.
Alluvium, Pokemon Alluvium,
Rainforest.
Pokemon
Yeah,
Steel.
Pokemon Steel and Pokemon.
But then it kind of seems like you're just talking about the type of Pokemon. There's the Steel type, so
Well, they did Fire Red and Leaf Green.
They did.
yeah.
Very
it's true.
beginning. Pokemon Fairy. That'd be the worst name ever.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Pokemon Glass and Pokemon Sapphire.
Pokemon Galaxy.
They already have Sapphire, I think.
Pokemon Galaxy and Pokemon Universe.
There you go.
Boom. There you go. Pokemon
Those are
goes
two
to outer
pretty
space.
different.
They
things,
did. Oh, that'd be
though.
so
Yeah, they
great.
are.
I think, yeah.
I think I'd take Universe.
Because wait,
Galaxy.
isn't Clefairy like fabled to be from like outer space and they
The
came here?
Moonstone because of the Moonstone.
Yeah, Moonstone.
Yeah,
so
that-
they could have a Pokemon game that takes place on the moon.
With just a bunch
Right?
of Clefairies. The only Pokemon are Clefairies.
Zero gravity Pokemon. That's
Zero G's Pokemon.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
you like never get a bike. You just like fly around. You get a jetpack.
They should do like Shadow and Light or something like that. Pokemon.
Oh, there you go. That's a
Dark
good
and
one.
Light. Dark and Light.
Yeah.
In one game, it's always dark. In one game, it's always nighttime. In one game, it's always daytime or something. I don't know.
They could also do I don't know Earth. or
I mean,
something.
like
So,
that could open up like a lot of potential for different types of Pokemon. One game would focus on
Yeah,
like
for sure.
different I don't know different variations of the same Pokemon where they're like a dark version and a light version.
That's
So,
a cool idea. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Oh, look at this. We're making a game.
yeah, there we
We've
go.
got some good ideas.
Submit
to
this
Pokemon
to
Company. I hope
Nintendo.
they
They
listen
should,
here.
they should do it after like alcoholic beverages, like Jaeger Bomb, Pokemon Jaeger Bomb, Pokemon like
Pokemon
rum and
sake.
Coke, Pokemon sake, Pokemon crack cocaine, blue meth.
That's very in with Breaking Bad,
See, they should have named this the new one Pokemon Bombay Sapphire instead of
They should name it after that airplane no one ever found. Pokemon
Blood
the
Red.
Malaysia
Pokemon
Flight
Blood
370.
Red.
Pokemon Malaysia Flight 470.
Pokemon Blood Ruby. Blood Ruby.
Oh, I like that.
and
Blood Tangerine, they should call it. Ooh, they should name it
Blood
after
and
fruits.
ice.
Pokemon Grape,
Blood,
and Pokemon
Blood
Strawberry.
Ruby,
this
and
just
ice,
makes me
ice,
think of,
Ice Sapphire.
Pokemon Salmon, and Pokemon Tuna.
Just makes me think of like Mario Sunshine now, the fruits and stuff.
Yeah.
Game was so focused on fruits. Why?
Pokemon Milk and Pokemon Juice.
Milk and juice.
Milk and Juice. This is
is
in
going
this
off.
podcast
Yeah,
right
this is
now.
bad.
This is going off the rails.
This is terrible.
Can you just imagine?
I wonder
what
how many people
the-
are actually going to listen through this.
Can you imagine what the show will be
we owe
like
them
after the
something.
E3 announcements this year?
It's gonna be
Man,
awesome.
we
We're
gotta
going to have
get
to like
ready.
block off like a 5-hour thing. So.
Welcome to the 5-hour show. Yeah.
We need to go to E3 next year.
I am going on vacation during part of E3 this year.
You're going on vacation to E3, or you're
No,
actually
at
just
home.
going on
I'm
vacation
enjoying
at the
it
same
from
time?
the leisure of my house. So my birthday is the couple days before the E3. It's the weekend before. So
Nice.
I'm
So
doing
taking some time
an
off.
extended birthday vacation, which includes E3, and I'll be able to stay home for Nintendo's digital event, which will be
Nice, cool.
fun. So.
Yeah, I'm just going to be finishing up my last like week or two of training, so I'm not going to be taking any time off or anything.
But that's been a great weekend because Tomodachi Life will be coming out the day before my extended break, and Mario Kart 8 will be out. So that's going to be awesome.
When is E3? The 9th? June 9th?
June,
Yeah, 10th is the event. The Tuesday.
Wow, so we have,
I heard there's supposed to be some events on the 9th, though.
I think...
I'd imagine the
WWDC
Smash Brothers tourney would probably be that day. To steal thunder from Sony and Microsoft. Yeah.
I heard, I think like Ubisoft was doing something on the 9th.
Yeah, that's one of most of the big press conferences. It's only the day before.
Man, I don't know what Nintendo's giving Ubisoft. They must be like sliding them something because they're the only ones,
Yeah.
Are they still developing?
even remotely. I mean, they're the only ones pretending to develop. Yeah, we're working
Yeah.
on Wii U Watch Dogs. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Right. No one at Ubisoft is even looking at it.
It's so sad, the third-party situation. But
Yeah.
because I've bought both Call of Duty games. I buy all the third parties. I support you. You know, keep making them. You'll get one sale from me.
Even if it's not even here's this. Yeah, I do it too. Even when it's not the game I want. Like I didn't want Call of Duty, but I bought it because I want
Yeah.
more games like that to come.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what this
Um,
winter brings in Wii U third party.
Yeah.
Smash.
Call of Duty.
I just give me Smash.
Anyways, is that a show? It's 11 o'clock. This
I
is
hope
really
so.
late
Show.
for
That
this,
is it.
yeah.
I'm
So thank you guys for being here tonight. It's a little elongated episode. I had a good time tonight. This was a very fun episode.
It was.
We had some good stuff talked about. Genderless me's, Pokemon craziness.
You got to put the tag on this one.
This was a bit out there.
The explicit tag.
not for your kids. Don't look up bestiality.
This
kids.
is our most what do you say, R-rated show.
We didn't really curse that. We just like dropped one.
Yeah, but there were things that
But they
could
were
let
like
your imagination
Mature
mature
go.
themes.
mature things.
Yeah.
It's rated M for maturity.
For mature. Aaron, where can folks find you on their website? I know it's changed because you.
Oh, it
moved
has changed.
addresses.
You changed?
Yeah, well, I don't want to get into it on the show, but I did change some stuff. You can still find me on my website, my name, aaronrivera.info. There you can find links to my Twitter, which is AL Rivera 239. No longer is it the 058.
Whoa!
See, I'm gonna.
That's gonna screw me up because it was easy to remember.
Now I asked Aaron,
I don't know why.
is any significance to
239?
239? And no, there's no significance.
No, there's no significance.
It's 239.
So
yeah.
Never
Random.
mind. I was gonna say why the change if there's no significance, but it doesn't matter. I guess
The change came about because of my whole Apple ID
He needed a new
thing,
Apple ID.
and I could have left it the same. However, when I changed my primary email, I want it to kind of match. I want it so that
Makes
way I can.
sense.
I hear you.
So there you go. Find me there. Miiverse is still the same. I don't know if I can change that. I'll look into it so that way I can just say one. I'm in the process of changing my Xbox Live thing. I have to do
You
all
can do
that.
that.
So
That's
yeah,
a hassle.
you
Cool.
can change that. And see, my Google is now different. It's the same.
Okay. Well, good luck with the change. That's why I just stuck with T-Chan.
Yeah.
It's I'm the
Well,
only one. out
I've
there.
had this one since Mobile Me launched in what was that, 2007 or something like that.
Sounds right.
So yeah, I'm very.
2008 for Mobile Me actually.
I don't want to change, but I have to.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's the only fix, and company out there, you know who you are.
You know who you are. So, Sajad, where can folks find you on the airwaves?
You can find me. My homepage is cashcats.biz.
Is that serious or
that's
some...
that's a real website, but that's not mine. You
okay.
can find me on Twitter. It's an awesome website, but find me on Twitter at John Wesley A, Instagram, Miiverse, John Wesley everywhere.
Okay, excellent. For this show, you can find us on Twitter at Nintendo Club Pod. You can email us at nintendoclubpodcast@gmail.com. You can do that via any email thing out there because it's a very universal format. You can find us on Google Plus on the community section by searching for this podcast name, Nintendo Club Podcast. I would love it if you would review us on iTunes, and you can watch the show live every Sunday evening. Level episodes starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. The other episodes with me and Aaron starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can watch those after the fact at youtube.com/TCHATEN. That is my username, TCHATEN. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Miiverse, and elsewhere with that username. Thanks for watching this week's episode, and we'll be back next time for another awesome episode of Nintendo Club Podcast. Thanks for watching. Bye.
See ya.